I still don't understand this. Can we do a poll? I want to know how many people watching think that it was justified. Maybe there's like, yeah, people are saying, I mean, the real victim of the night that nobody's talking about is David Dobrik. I mean, I really feel bad for him.
I know. You think he's doing okay today?
Well, we need to analyze how this is going to affect him. I mean, I think that's the most important thing to bear in mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Was the slap justified? Tell me what you guys think.
Yes or no?
Okay, good. So I'm not losing my fucking mind. So that's a pretty...
Early vote is pretty overwhelmingly no.
Keep fucking my wife's mouth!
Keep fucking my wife's mouth. This is a woman, by the way, who has continually disrespected him on her own show. And by the way, I don't watch that show, but I've seen people say she talks shit about people all the time on her show. So I'm sorry. Like, I get it. I talk a lot of shit on the show, and people say horrible things about me online all the fucking time. I'm not gonna hunt them down like Tate. People say horrible things about my wife all the time. I defend them when I can't. When I have a
defend her with words.
I defend her all the time. I'm not gonna go fucking track them down like Taken and dump their bodies. Now, if Chris Rock deserved to get punched in the face, then Ricky Gervais's body should have been dumped in the Hudson River. I mean, where do we draw the line? Yeah. He deserved to get slapped. Okay, did he deserve to be punched in the stomach? Did he deserve to get his arm cracked? His slap's fine. He's just slapped.
Juliana, thanks for the $5 donation. She's defending Will Smith like Dan defended David. What are the reasons for the action important when it was a white person but not now? What the fuck are you talking about?
Wait.
I think maybe she's confused us.
She's thinking of AB?
Wait, hold on. Read that again?
She is defending Will Smith like Dan defended David. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who's defending David and Will Smith?
Maybe they're talking about AB in the forever ago, like when the thing first.
Sorry to bring that up. I defend the wrong people. Like Dan's always on the right side.
Yeah, fuck you, AB. I don't know what she was talking about.
I toned out when she said it was for Dan. I'm sorry.
Fuck you both. I'm just covering my bases.
Thanks for the $5 though.
Yeah. Sorry. Maybe donate another $5 to clarify.
You need to let the poll go longer. The poll's still up.
Yeah, the poll's still up. 82%.
It's happening. 16,000 votes.
I mean, 20% is still scary, but it's not as bad as it sounds. Yeah, but if you guys can send your thoughts and prayers to David.
You live in a bubble around a bunch of yes men. We fucking just got roasted for disagreeing on the subreddit like 3 days ago. We argue on the show literally all the time.
Okay, here, I'll take another caller from someone. I don't know if it's interesting. Like, I get the whole backstory, okay? Now, let's try to talk to a guy, hopefully an alpha or something. You want to talk to a Casey, a Chandler, or a Channing? What are you guys feeling?
What is this? Sort of friends? Or?
Those are all the calls we got. One's from Ohio, India, and Chicago. What do you guys think? Channing, Sadler, or Casey?
Let's see.
35, 29, and 26. Or no, 23, 29, and 26. Let's go with Channing from Chicago. Channing, talk to me.
Kid, you're a faggot.
Hi, Ethan. Long-time watcher and a fan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Turns out you're a woman, by the way. Sorry.
Okay, first I want to... Oh, yeah, sorry. I heard you wanted to choose a guy.
That's okay.
But no, I'm not a guy. First I want to start with what we agree with. I don't think that the slap should have happened. Violence is never the answer, but I feel like we should also agree that it was very satisfying to to watch him get slapped. Personally, because, okay, this is the take I'm coming from. The joke was, like you said, if it was premeditated, there's more history there. Because, okay, if you go back and you watch the 2016 Oscars, he made a joke about Jada then, too. And it was about how she wasn't invited, and how can it be a protest if you weren't even invited. So, like, who knows what's happened in the 5 years since then, what's happened behind closed doors.
Who cares?
Another thing that when people aren't saying, they're peers, they're colleagues, like...
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
It was a conscious choice to make Jada the butt of his joke, and it was about her appearance. He could have made a joke about anything else, but to make it about somebody's appearance...
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Something that they can't change about themselves? This is the same point people are making about Chadwick Boseman. You want to make people the butt of your joke for how they look for something that they can't change about themselves?
I mean, it was a light. It wasn't like
it's
a
not funny.
brutal roast. Let's be honest. He said, "I can't
It's
wait
not
for
a brutal
GI Jane
roast,
2."
But to me, it's like, okay, if you were watching somebody that you know there's been animosity there before, and you see them make a conscious choice, you were saying he could have made a joke about anybody on the front row. He could have made a joke about anyone, but he made it about Jada.
He was
And made it
he was
about her
doing a bit
personally.
about Will, and then he acknowledged. Basically, it was not barely a joke. He was just acknowledging her. It was like a filler comment. Can't wait for GI Jane 2.
But
Okay.
to me, it's like, why her? Why make it about her appearance? And why make it in front of thousands of people? He, like, publicly, and especially if you watch how he joked about her at the 2016, it's like, to me, it felt like we're missing context, like, stuff that's happened behind closed doors. We're watching the culmination of, like, because it's like you said, for him to get up there and act, like, slap him on live TV, like, that's big. And so to me,
You
it's like
seem
it
you
was a
seem
culmination
desperate
of
to
a lot
want
of
to
things.
justify his action. Like there must be a huge backstory where it's somehow justified, and not him just be emotionally
Well, I mean, the thing is,
unstable.
like, I mean, I don't think. I mean, like, to me,
TGA
yeah, because
backs
it's
the
like, why
fact
else
that
would
you
you?
only
Why
try
else
to
would
Because he's a
Backstab.
fucking evil
knowing he's
insane.
gonna
That's
slap
why.
somebody? You think
So what do you
Will Smith is
fantasize
insane?
happened to
me, it says,
justify it?
like,
What do you
I
fantasize
don't
happened
think
between
I'm
them?
anything. I just think that there's context. There's animosity there, and I think he watched him make.
I don't
lie.
attack people I
His
dislike.
wife, the butt of his.
Should I
joke.
go hunt down Keemstar and fuck him and like fuck him up or something?
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it wasn't. He shouldn't have slapped him. But I
Okay,
think Chris
so then
Rock
why-
made a
so-
choice to
so
make
then-
Jada the butt of his joke, and Will, and I think they're both wrong. I think he should have. I think, and I think in that, like.
But
I think
one is
in the
way
moment
more
after
wrong.
slapping, he realized that he crossed a line. He realized he crossed a line, and so like neither
I mean,
one of
that's
them are right.
debatable. I don't know.
I think it's gross that he made the joke in the first place. Is what I'm saying. I think it's
Wasn't
gross.
that bad.
Especially,
It really
okay,
wasn't.
What I've seen a lot, like Chris Rock had a part in making a documentary all about black women and their relationship to their hair just to get up on
Yeah, I've seen
stage
it. Good hair.
and
I
make
saw
Jada
it.
the butt of his joke.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not, so whether he knew she had alopecia or not, it's like to like say that you're conscious about women and their relationship to their hair just to get up on the Oscar stage in front of thousands of people and make a woman and her hair the butt of your joke. For what?
Who
To
gives
me,
a
it's like
fuck?
he made a bad choice and so did Will. They both made a bad choice.
It wasn't that bad. I mean,
no.
One was way worse. One was way worse. It wasn't they both made a bad choice.
But to me,
One
it's like
made.
you have
Hold on,
no
hold on, hold on,
idea.
hold on. I let you talk a lot. I let you talk a lot. Now listen. You could say, and I'll give you this, that Chris Rock's joke was in bad taste. It wasn't a brutal fucking joke. It was pretty tame, but let's say it was in bad taste. And he shouldn't have done it, okay?
Okay.
Bad choice. Will Smith going up and attacking him? Apocalyptic, insane thing to do. Now don't be, you can't say, hold on. Ah! You can't say they both made a bad choice. Because that is just you putting them both on the same
How could you not
plane.
say that?
Because you're putting them both on the same plane, and they are not equally bad. It's just, they are not equally bad. What Will did was a gajillion times fucking more insane and worse. You disagree?
I don't know if he had like beat the shit out of him maybe, but like he
hit him in the fucking
He
face.
bitch slapped him. He bitch a bitch slap. He didn't take it. I feel like
Have you ever been bitch
I
slapped?
feel like this word violent. I have been bitch slapped. I
Okay.
have.
Have you
I
been
just
bitch
don't-
slapped by Will Smith? A massive fucking
I've not been
strong
bitch slapped
dude?
by Will Smith.
Okay.
But if
When
I
were you
said
bitch
some
slapped? Tell me about
out-of-pocket
that.
Stuff, and my friend, like in high school, like if you say, I used to play basketball and like fights happen, but
Someone bitch slapped you? What'd you do?
it might you like probably fouled the shit out of him and then you get in a fight. But
Okay, so going up and slapping, he just gave him a little
So if my
bitch slap,
peer-
so that was okay then.
if I said something out of pocket, about somebody and they bitch slapped me, I would think, oh, well, maybe I deserve that then. I crossed the line. Like, I don't know. Like, he didn't, like, beat the fuck out of him. He didn't
Yeah, you're
threaten
talking
his
about
life. He
you're
didn't,
talking about
like,
high school. This is a professional
Okay, but I'm
comedian
saying, like-
who was hired to go tell fucking jokes at the Oscars, where ribbing and roasting
instead of
celebrities
telling jokes-
is the norm. Will and Jade are sitting in the front row. There's going to be expectations that they're going to have to swallow their pride for one night. and tolerate some light ribbing, which is all they fucking
So
endure.
why this? Why did Chris Rock choose?
Fine, it was a bad joke. All right, thank you, Channing. I appreciate you calling in. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
The consequence of this is fucked. Comedians now are going to go to stand up, and anytime someone's girl gets offended, which, by the way, these poor defenseless women, they need men to defend them. Do you not feel insulted that you need a man? You can't speak for yourself. You need a man to fucking stand up for you. Hey, you better not go to a comedy show by yourself, Channing, because God forbid the comedian makes some joke about you. What are you going to do if there's not a man up there to go up and slap him in the fucking face? Oh, it's just a bitch slap, though, so don't worry about it. Thank you, Channing.
The hell are we gonna do without men?
I think there's a difference between saying that they both did something wrong, and then, but at the same time, I feel like you're still trying to justify what Will did.
Of course.
Like you could say, like you said, it was a bad taste, and it was a bad taste. And if anything, that's where I feel like I'm a little bit different. Is that I really think what he said was really fucked up. But it's like
It was
comparing.
mildly fucked up.
Well, I just think it's not for us to say. Me personally, because I come from a Muslim community, and I know when girls have to make that decision to cover their hair, that it is very hard on them, and they do feel ugly.
Hasn't she always had short hair? Not to like justify. I'm just genuinely curious on the history.
I mean,
she's always had short hair.
Maybe she's been dealing with it for a while. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Bro, it's just.
But it's like saying, okay, someone stomped on your toe and then you shoot someone. You know what I mean? It's completely. It doesn't. You can't say they both did something wrong and you stepped on his toe. Well, the other guy shot you, so it's a bad comparison.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. It's like you're stuck in this argument. It's like, okay, just bitch slapped him.
Yeah.
A 5'10" guy got bitch slapped by monster fucking jacked Will Smith, who I've met in person. He's huge and he's strong.
Played Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, he played Ali. You know, the guy knows how to throw a punch. The dude dug into the earth like Goku, channeling the fucking the powers of the universe
Fortnite.
for a super attack. You can't say both were bad. Okay, they were not equally bad. End of fucking debate. Who else? Okay, let's talk to Christina, who I think's onto something. Go ahead, Christina.
Oh, hi, Ethan. I'm basically, I don't even know how to start, but basically I want to say that I was working a 12-hour shift yesterday when my friend texted me about the whole Will Smith thing. She told me, did I see it? I didn't have any context of what was going on. So when I finally got home to watch it, I'm telling you, in the back of my head, I was expecting him to say the worst possible thing. Like, I was like, what could have made Will Smith so mad that he went up on stage and slapped him, right?
Totally.
So then I hear the joke, and then I kind of like, for a second, I was like, was that it? Like, I kind of didn't understand why he would have been so mad about it. Like you were saying, you know, G.I. Jane, a strong, powerful woman. Jada Smith, you know, you would say she's a strong, powerful woman, right?
Strong.
Yeah, being bald.
Powerful,
you know?
beautiful.
So it's crazy. Yeah, so she came out with her whole alopecia story on Instagram. She shaved her head on Instagram and said she was embracing her look.
Okay.
So I was really confused when Will Smith kind of like went on stage and attacked him. I felt like it was kind of like, isn't she supposed to embrace being called a strong, bald woman, right? So I think basically what the issue is, I feel like that he was laughing, right? And he seen Jada's face. And I feel like he had to kind of, you know, step up and show that he is a man. Because, you know, with the whole Jada thing, she's been over here, like, they have an open relationship and stuff. I don't know if that was necessarily, like, Will's choice.
Hell
but,
no. She just wanted to fuck her son's friends.
Yeah, so I feel like he was basically trying to not even defend her necessarily.
Bro, she's not going to fuck you. You know that meme?
Yeah.
It's like,
I think
Will, she's not going to fuck you, bro.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to defend his manhood and make it seem like,
you're right.
You know, I'm a man too. I'm strong. I can.
100%.
And the fact that it was. Yeah, and the fact that it was another black man, I felt that, and I am, okay, I'll preface this. I'm a black woman. I'm mixed. I'm black and white. My mom is black and my dad is white. So when I seen all this going on, I know the majority of people who are even watching the Oscars are white people. So I feel like just that alone kind of made the scene kind of look bad. Like anytime you talk on like police violence or anything, white people turn around and say, well, what about the black on black crime? I feel like that kind of just, you know, just showed another kind of layer of that, like, oh, even in Hollywood they get down like that, you know? So I seen it. And then also I was thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not sure if you're aware, but Chris Rock made this documentary. It's called Good Hair. It's about like a journey of a black woman. Yeah, Good Hair. It's a documentary about, you know, black women's journey getting their hair done. I don't think the joke was made to, you know, come at her for being bald. I think it was just to say, you know, you're a strong, bald black woman. Like, that's it. You're a strong woman. So I feel like the whole thing with Will is, it's just really sad, honestly. It's like really pitiful. And seeing it from a black person's perspective, I feel like he really has fallen. And him doing that was trying to, you know, prove a point, basically. I don't think there was a reason for him to do it. I think if Jimmy Kimmel would have made a joke, I think honestly if Jimmy Kimmel would have made a joke or something like that, it would have been 1,000 times worse, but I don't think Will would have gotten on stage. And I know people are saying, like, don't make it a black thing, don't make it a race thing, but it's not even about that. I think it's just that Will has been stepped on so much that when he sees the opportunity to, you know, take out some anger on somebody, he's going to do it. It doesn't
You
matter
nailed it.
who's it.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
who's this about?
you're exactly
And
right.
I've been arguing with people on my Facebook about it. It's just really sad because I do see people, they're like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do for your wife, this and that.
Since
well,
when?
You also have to look at the other hand. Yeah, you have to look at the other hand. She's every day on her show. I don't know if it's every day, but all the time on her show, she's making digs at Will Smith. She's bringing down his, you know, legacy in a way. And I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like they just need to divorce, separate. I don't know, but it's just really sad seeing him fall so far. So I'm not saying, I definitely.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
She has publicly humiliated him on her show on a regular basis. He's questioning himself, his legacy, his manhood. He's lashing out. He's angry at her.
Yep.
He's angry that his legacy is being tarnished by his wife, who's somehow made herself relevant by shitting on him, right? And he's definitely lashing out because of what she's done to him. It just seems so obvious. I mean, you could see it.
Yep.
You could see it alone when you watch. He's laughing, she's upset, and then he goes, "Oh, I better do something." Like he's laughing at first.
Yeah, I feel like he was laughing, and then there's like this meme going around on the internet that like when the cameras went off on him, he was like, no, Jada told him like, oh, you thought that was funny? Well, you think it's funny. That's why I went out and cheated and went with other men, you know? So I don't know what was said. I don't know if she kicked his leg or something and was like, hey, go do something. But I just feel like it all was just so uncalled for. And at the end of the day, it just makes black people look bad. Like, that's not the setting where you're supposed to see something like that. It's like, it just was really bad. Like, even the whole, like, part after when he was, like, accepting his award and stuff, I seen it. I was like, this is so freaking cringe. Like, what does the devil have to do with it? And that's another thing. Like, I know the black community, we always got to bring the devil into it. Always got to bring, like, you know, God into everything. But it's like, I was like, Will, like, you were the devil. Like, you were the violent one. You were the one that, you know, brought out that bad energy. I don't know. It's just really sad. I hope that Will,
100%.
I don't know. And, you know, too, another thing is, like, at these award shows, they're giving out liquor. You know, who knows what he's on just to, you know, deal with the pressure of being in Hollywood. It's like he probably just snapped. And I don't know. I hope everything's okay with him, though. I definitely am still rooting for him. I want him to, you know, be happy and be a good figure in the black community. Everybody looks up to him.
Listen, my concern is, like, I agree, right? Like, it's okay to root for him to recover and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, everything you said, I agree with. You're right on point, Christina. But the part that concerns me is the amount of people who are reinforcing his behavior and saying, oh, this was good. Because he is not going to learn the right lesson from this if everyone's telling him that was the right thing to do. And there's a lot of people out there who are watching who are not going to fucking get the right message out of this situation either. That's the part that's really disturbing me, is the amount of people supporting him.
Yeah, and I would say from that perspective, I say that we have to look at like what Will has been through. Like I'm saying, I don't think he was even defending Jada at that point. I think he was defending himself.
Totally.
Like,
1000%.
the joke